Might suggest as ever with Meghan and Harry that literally it has to be all eyes on the couple. This is a couple, of course, that have basically said that they don't want any publicity, that they wanted to have a private life. Something, of course, that Harry rebuffed in those interview rounds for Spare a year ago now. He said, well, nobody said that. Who said that? But of course, this is Harry who basically rewrote the line, nobody called anybody a racist. Well, you know, again, it's there in proof, but that is Harry and Meghan. Fascinating to note though, isn't it, in this latest venture to rebrand themselves, as we saw recently, standing alongside the Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Very, very negative PR that was for the British monarchy over here. No two ways about it, didn't portray itself well at all. But of course Meghan and Harry want one thing, publicity. So it's interesting to note, even though they decided to go halfway around the world to Jamaica for that premiere of the Bob Marley epic One Love, which of course was co-produced by his late widow and of course his son Ziggy Marley. Well, why did Harry and Meghan truly go all that way around when, quite frankly, there was a premiere a couple of steps down from their home? Let me explain. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you today, and as ever, thank you so much for your time. I know it's a strange thing when you think about that, because, you know, premieres are literally on a big event, like a big royal premiere. You know, normally that is the one thing that you want to go to, but this didn't receive a royal premiere. Over here, I have to point out, it was a bit of a damp squib, One Love, because it was held at the South Bank Centre. Not many big names there at all, and quite frankly, you know, it wasn't the most glorious of events. So one would wonder, why did Harry and Meghan decide to tie themselves to such a strange project? Now, they were offered, let me tell you, exclusive seats and the opportunity to mingle with the likes of Brad Pitt at the LA premiere. It would make sense. I mean, the bottom line is that's the place that they're trying to lure. You know, Hollywood is the place that they want to try and break into. But apparently they declined that wonderful opportunity. As ever, we have to say, allegedly. The reason being, according to that very well-placed source, was simply this. There were going to be lots of A-listers there. And quite frankly, the A-listers are going to outshine Meghan Markle. Now, she figured, and this is from an excellent source, that if they went to Jamaica, they would indeed capture the headlines. Now, as one can imagine, the backers, Paramount, thought, yeah, good idea, we'll get worldwide headlines before all of the individual premieres like in London and LA. And it truly worked. But according to Meghan, it sort of wasn't exactly what she was looking for. She thought she was going to be this glorious centre of attention. And as we saw, you know, a few seats back in a bit of a crummy cinema, and of course being ignored by whatever stars were there, wasn't necessarily on the remit. Now, the point was that the whole reason for the visit was that she wanted to redesign herself, relook at herself, and more importantly, make sure that the world saw her recaptured back, launching, of course, Meghan Markle, the brand. But once again, seemingly, they attended the wrong thing at the wrong time, and more importantly, with the wrong people. A picture alongside, say, Hollywood superstar Brad Pitt would have definitely made her a little bit more of a money power, maybe mover and shaker. But as ever, Meghan apparently simply knew best, and so Jamaica it was. William Morris are having none of it.